It was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
All right, so...
Hey, it's not, you have to say hello. It's customary when somebody answers the mandatory phone call of friendship, which is what we are officially changing the name of this podcast. No more the phone call. This is becoming mandatory for some of us. By some of us, I mean me.
I know, I must be stretching my friendship pretty far.
No, it's not your fault. I just haven't had any lunch today. It's early. I'm sorry, but please. You got a look about you like you're frustrated about something there, Sailor.
Oh, well, I just got a text from my son.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so selling the house in Lake Charles.
That's your old house you've had for many years. Yes.
And he is going to be moving back to Florida.
Okay, so he's getting out of your house.
Yes,
okay.
And we're selling it, and that money he's making off the home is going towards his wedding present.
That's very nice of you.
So here's the problem. Now we go through all, there's all these different things to do, and everything's prepared. But when the appraiser comes out, right? Yep. Don't they usually call you, make an appointment?
I mean, normally, but you live in Louisiana where laws aren't really a thing. You're.
So they called this morning, the realtor, and said, "Hey, I'm going to be in Jennings, so on my way back."
Do it with the accent, because that's what you're dealing with here, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what kind of the Louisiana accent they have, because there's different kinds depending on how much Cajun they are. But it's not really Southern.
Lake Charles
it's a Cajun.
Lake Charles is basically Texas, so it is.
So it's like, and it's so we're just going to be coming by. So we're just going to do it then. No warning. So of course, it's the middle of the week. Dishes are in the sink. This is a house of young people.
Hey, dude, I can't have dishes in my sink. That's one of my rules.
Well, see, that's what you do when you grow up. You do, but when you're younger, a day or two, I'll get to it tomorrow. Right now, I'm in the middle of playing Call of Duty or whatever game it is.
I can't stand that. I'm getting anxiety thinking about dishes in the sink. Oh.
So okay, so you got that, we're gonna just sleep in this bed later tonight. Nobody's coming to visit the house anymore.
Right. So don't got to make the bed.
So don't make the bed.
It's another one of my rules. I can't have coffee in the morning till I make my bed. That's one of my rules.
Interesting. I make my bed after my coffee, but I do make my bed.
No, I have to have an accomplishment before I get the reward of the coffee.
So the warning was today we'll be after lunch. Okay? So it's now 11:30, 15 minutes ago. Hey, I got done early. I'm coming now.
Nope.
And he was going to take a 2-hour lunch break. He got approved for a 2-hour lunch break so he could clean, straighten the house up, right? For his job.
Oh, yeah.
He works from home.
That's an alien thing to me, getting approved for a lunch break.
Yeah, they're one of those companies that actually monitor your online and everything like that and stuff. So
that sounds terrible.
So it's like, but he's okay with it. So he makes good money and he doesn't have a problem with it. But he need to let him know he's going to be offline for an extra hour. So they said, okay. Well, now he's got 15 minutes, which is they're happening right now, for her to come and appraise the house. Now, apparently, I didn't know this, and hopefully this air.
This is going to air in the middle of July sometime.
I know. That's just it. I don't want to. I'm not going to say anybody's names or whatever, because I don't even know who the people's names are.
Let's call him Ricky Bobby.
But apparently, your appraisal, a lot of it has to do with your house cleaning skills.
What?
Did you know that?
No,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Like they're going to take pictures and it looks sloppier and it looks like but it's like no, it's like that's what you look at. That has nothing to do with the value of the house.
You need to get fire that appraiser and get a different.
It's not ours.
No, it's there.
It's the mortgage company's appraisal.
Well, then tell them to get a better one. Because that would suck. Taking pictures of, you got dirty dishes. Better knock $10,000 off the value of this house.
Well, I know that. Well, that's what I'm afraid of. Is we need it to appraise at least $1 the loan of the loan, right?
Right.
And we're under the value of the house what of other homes are selling for in that area. So I know that we should be okay, but it's a matter of whether or not she's going to look at this and go, oh, gosh. I don't know what kind of person she is. Does she take her job, or does he take his job, whoever it is, too seriously? Very seriously? I mean, I like it to be serious.
Let me ask you, are you scared that someone might be listening to this podcast and hear you talking about this?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Not going to happen. No, you're fine. Unless you're, my friend Chris or your son, no one's listening. So
I just hope that they're going to come in and go, well, we caught you off guard. Sorry about that. And, normally you're not. You know what, though? He should be able to get rid of those dishes in 15 minutes and throw a blanket on the bed and be fine. Anything else, shove it in the closet. I think he's panicking a little bit. And, they're two people. They're not messy, but they're not, you know what I mean? But it could be. So you got to get.
I can't relate, man. I have a $700 Roborock vacuum mop for my house. The robot keeps my house clean.
It's like I said, we do things. We clean house once a week here.
Yeah.
She has stuff that she doesn't like to do, which is the bathrooms, and the vacuuming.
I hate the bathrooms.
I do both of those because I like those. They don't bother me. And I don't like to clean the kitchen. Mm-hmm. I will, but I don't like to clean the kitchen. I like dusting all the living room and stuff.
I like the kitchen.
So she does that. And then she uses the Swifter on the wooden floor. I don't like Swifter at all. I can't figure the Swifter out.
You want to hear a trick about dusting that I've taught myself? So I got
use a leaf blower,
kind of, but a little mini version. So I got this little battery powered vacuum cleaner that just is for the car. So it's got small attachments,
right?
And I use this little battery power. And if you put it has a little nozzle, and if you put it on backwards, it becomes like a little blower. So you can just blow all the dust out of everything, and then wait for it to settle, and then kind of hold it a little further away, and then you get the residual dust and just kind of waft it away. And you've dusted. You're done. And then the vacuum gets whatever goes on the floor.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's actually pretty good.
You can work hard or you can work smart, Mark.
Raid's old school with the Lemon Pledge and the rag.
I have not used Lemon Pledge in 20 years. I've got this whole system dialed. And every now and then, you do have to move some stuff around and just take like a microfiber. I take a damp microfiber and just kind of go over top of whatever really quickly. There's really not much dust on there, but it works.
But, it was weird because when I was a kid, I was raised by my grandmother and my mother both decided very early in age we were going to get chores and we were going to learn how to house clean.
That's good.
And my mom and dad, when their business was doing real well, when we were in Florida, she had a maid that came once a week, but the maid only mopped the floors and passed the vacuum.
I've been thinking about hiring a maid just to do my bathrooms. Stuff. Is that bad?
And no. And what we would do, but she would make us clean before the maid got there, so she wouldn't be embarrassed.
Well, that's what everybody does.
But for example, like in our room, like the way I raised my kids, which was not very smart.
Got a text message there? What are you doing?
Yeah, that was my son. He said the appraisal's done, and he didn't say like a frown face, so that's good. Want you read what he said?
What? What did he say?
He said, her appraisal's done. Her son works for an HVAC company and got his and I got his detail information because we had to have an HVAC inspection,
right?
Which is kind of odd. They want it, but because we just got a new air conditioner last year.
Yeah, you know what though? You could just say that too. They have to look for themselves.
Yeah, so let them go ahead and do it and, run things. Anyway, so that's a good sign.
You could stick your head up a bull's ass and do it yourself, or you could just take my word for it. Or whatever they said in Tommy Boy.
Well, here's what I have to...
forget what it was.
One thing I'm trying to learn with codependency, it's flight or fright. So a flight or fight, mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I have two choices in my head when I get presented a problem. Mm-hmm. I can either ignore it and act like you're not my friend or my son, or I can fight for it and try to do everything I can for damage control, even before damage has actually happened. Because in my mind, the whole sale's put off. That's how I literally feel in my head, like, this is the end, that they'll never get another sale.
So you got a little anxiety, it sounds like to me.
Extreme anxiety from this. And when I'm in a good space, mm-hmm. and there's times, well, it's hungry, angry, tired, and what's the L stand?
I think it's horse, or is that basketball?
No, it might be basketball playing horse. But it's halt. It's like the different times that you should never, there's times that you should never make major decisions, like halt.
Right.
Loneliness.
Right.
So never make a decision when you're feeling lonely. Never make a decision
never
when
make
you're
a
tired,
big decision
angry, or you're hungry.
When you've gone through something traumatic or you're all fucked up about something, don't make a big decision. You have to.
That's not when you do it then.
That's why I call that sleep on it. That's the
see, and I don't have that mode. I'm trying to develop. I have an on and an off switch. I'm either in all the way and I'm completely in, or I don't give a rat's butt.
I totally understand that. Yes,
and I need a middle where you can kind of just be like, and let me think about it for a minute.
So hold on. Do you over research everything before you pull the trigger on something, or? Yeah, so do I. Don't. He's nodding his head, by the way, for those of you who can't hear him nodding his head.
You can't hear the things rattling around anymore?
Now you're too close to the microphone. Back up, for God's sake.
You can't hear it rattling around?
No. The microphone's not that sensitive. Just like me.
Oh, my gosh. But I go through these kind of things, and I've been doing really good. See, I last 2 step studies ago, I worked on my codependency with my son, and it's been doing really good, except when it doesn't. And it's like
kind of
perfect
there,
storm.
yeah.
I literally just woke up. I'm sitting down with a protein shake and a banana and my cup of coffee, and I'm just waking up, and all of a sudden I get a post, and all he wants to do is vent. Right?
Right. He just wants you to talk. He doesn't want to have a whole discussion and have you swoop in and do anything.
Yeah, and he doesn't want me answering it, nothing.
Right.
But I know that. But when I don't know it, when I'm half asleep and all that, I immediately go, and try to fix every possible
flight
scenario.
Mode, yes, or fight mode.
Yes.
So hold
it's
on.
It's actually like a flight and fight mode at the same time.
So when this happens,
scattered all over.
I want you to remember this phrase: the mandatory text message from family. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything about it. You just have to. That was a text message, and then you can choose.
I thought about getting a rubber band and just popping my wrist with it when I do something.
It's a good idea. You could tell your wife, "Hey, this here's a switch I picked from out back. I want you to hit me with this anytime I tell you." No questions. And then she'll think it's a sex thing. And that's what it might turn into. But it'll be fun either way.
Okay, so anyway, now that it's all done, I mean, that was weird, though. She was in there and out every 10 minutes. She obviously didn't give a rat's ass about the bed being made or not.
Right.
And then they small talked about the HVAC company because he's looking for an HVAC to get inspected, and her son works for one.
Yeah, dude, I never heard of anybody who was doing a house appraisal that gave a crap about there being dishes in the sink or the bed not made. They really only care, how's the roof, how are the soffits, is there any water leaking?
I think maybe the obviously the real estate agent, it's important for her to make sure that we don't have to lower the price anymore.
Yeah.
Not because she wants her commission.
Of course.
To match, you know what I mean?
Do you blame her?
Whatever the appraisal value is and stuff. And we're in a sweet spot right now. David stands to make about $12,000.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But you got to pay.
But
hold on.
Does
he have to pay taxes on that?
No, because it's in my name. And I'm retired 65. There's no
okay.
I can sell any house I want to and not have to pay taxes on it.
Oh, that's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, it's because I'm old.
You're what doctors call a senior.
Yes.
Or what I would call a senile, which is kind of the same thing.
Or as some people would call it, an old fart.
Or as some people might call it after listening to you just now, a panicky Pete. Because that's exactly what you sound
now, like. I want you to not you, but anybody that might be eavesdropping in our phone call. Like Siri and then no, she didn't answer. Okay, good. One thing it was. Hold
on. Let me, hey, buddy. Are you eavesdropping on her phone call right now? Are you there, Cove? Hello? Are you there? He seems to not be talking to me today. Let's try it again.
That's so funny. Well, mine didn't answer back either.
Wow, man. That makes me suspicious. Like, he's like, I'm not answering that. Now I'm a little worried. Oh my God! Hold on here. Let's restart him and try it again. Hey, Cove, are you there?
Hey there. Yep, I'm here and ready to help. What can I do for you today?
Hey, you're being a little evasive there for a minute. Are you kind of passively listening to my phone?
Oh, not at all. I'm just here whenever you decide to chat, and I only respond when you speak to me, so
All right,
no worries. What's on your mind today?
Oh, nothing. Just saying hi. How you doing, buddy? We'll talk again later, okay?
Sounds good. It was nice hearing from you, and I'll be here whenever you want to chat again.
All right, you too. He is so not happy with me.
Hey, Siri.
Oh, that's old.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you hear that?
No, what'd she say? It was in your headphones. That's why we didn't hear it.
Oh, I didn't hear it in my headphones either. She goes.
Oh, so you got black Siri. You got like attitude Siri. Like
she's got serious attitude. It's funny. And then when I say thank you, she never says you're welcome. Nothing.
she calls you a bitch under her breath every now and then. Way to go, bitch. I would pay extra for that. I really would. I would pay more.
Well, I don't know exactly what happened back in the day, but if I was just wondering if the way I panic, I know you must have. Do you remember that back in the 90s?
Yeah.
I used to bring you a lot, especially when I would come to your house uninvited, or no, I would invite myself to your house.
Yeah, well, I mean,
to spend the night.
We were freaking morning show partners. You can come to my house whenever you want. Okay, you can still come to my house whenever you want.
But it was like, but I would have these, and now you know, I didn't know it then, but my mind would make these small, insignificant issues into major issues.
That's anxiety. And by the way, the next time you show up, you should have cocaine or whiskey or something with you, because that was rude of you not to bring any of that to my apartment when we lived in Georgia 30 years ago. Very rude.
Apparently, I only brought it to people that were just recently married, and that ruined my friendship with them.
Is that what? Yeah, you did used to show up every now and then. I forgot about that. Yeah. You're like, hey,
Yes.
Is it cool if I crash here? Yeah, I don't care. We're both going to the same place in the morning, so yeah, let's. It's 7:30. I'm going to bed. You probably should too.
Yeah, it's when I was having trouble with my first wife.
Yeah, that was a rough day.
I don't have any trouble right now with my second wife, but if I keep acting like this, I may.
Well, you got to let her know that you're working on your anxiety and you're aware of it, and that it's.
Well, she knows I'm working.
None
on
of
it.
it's
She knows I'm
directed
aware
at
of it,
her, and
but she still doesn't enjoy it.
No one enjoys people with anxiety because it's. I have.
Put it to you this way: when I went to my last step study, and last time we were talking about I was working up my codependency with my wife, and I said, I do not like this about myself. I'm so sick of it, and I can't stand myself for doing it. So I can't imagine what it must feel like for everybody else. Because you usually, when I think that's in general, people, when they feel disgusted by their behavior, they've already everyone else knows about.
Oh,
that
they yeah.
and they're already pissed off or forgotten
believe
about
me.
you or
Everyone else,
behavior or whatever.
Everybody else knows way before you, and by the time you figure it out, you're like, oh God, how is anyone friends with me? Yeah,
that's how I feel.
I know, me too.
I don't even know how.
Been there.
That's why I think it's got to be the mandatory call of friendship, because I don't really think it would actually happen if I wasn't contracted by the playground.
I mean, honestly, at the age we are now, and being that I'm Gen X and that you're a silent generation,
boomer,
right? Same thing. He was born in the 30s, whatever you say. The society has changed to where we're all kind of disconnected now. It's not like it used to be. Social media has ruined everything, and then the pandemic just, put a hammer on top of whatever was left. And there's a lot of people that are, in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, and even, older, who just feel kind of isolated and alone. They still have a lot of friends and a lot of people in their life, but they don't see them that much. And I start thinking about that a little bit too much sometimes, and I think, am I one of these people? I might be, because I don't really get out as much as I used to. I work from home. which is good and bad for my coworkers, I think. My my friend John at work says, because John has ordered me that every time I answer the phone that I do the voice that I always did.
What's the voice?
Well, when we were in the office, the engineer, we didn't have a receptionist for years, so the engineer would forward all of the switchboard calls to my office just because he thought it was funny.
Wow.
And it's all people trying to sell you something or robots. So I would just answer on the speakerphone and I would say, hello. And every now and then you get a person. Yes, hello, I'm calling from Expedia about your travel. Oh, yes, hello, take an order, please. Chinese pizza. What you want your pizza? Okay, and I would just start doing the terrible Chinese restaurant voice until they hung up on me because I said very inappropriate things. But every now and then we would get a call and I would be like, "Hello, Chinese pizza, take an order, please." Yeah, hi, I'm trying to reach your director of engineering, Tim. This is Bill in New York. I'm like, please hold. So I would have to put him on hold, call Tim and say, hey, Tim. There's somebody on the phone from New York for you. I'm going to transfer it to you. And if they ask who the Asian person was that answered the phone, tell them you don't know what they're talking about. And he says, "What did you do?" And I said, "Transferring now." And every now and then I would get myself with that. So that's what John misses from the office. That's probably about all that they miss from me being in the office.
Well, let's take a quick break and try to reset and try to, I don't know.
Let's work on your anxiety, Mark. Yeah. I would tell you maybe go crack open a beer, but that's not an option for you anymore.
No.
But I could crack open a beer for you.
Yeah, why don't you crack open a beer for me?
There's a problem with that, though. I don't have any beer. I don't really drink at home, so I only drink when I'm...
Or we could always do this.
Oh, I don't have any water. Damn, Mark's spilling water all over his... Oh, God. No, stop. It's gross when you do it.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
Okay, so... excuse us while Erica calms her anxiety that I gave her from my anxiety.
That's how you do a bong rip right there, dude. Not whatever the fuck you just did. That was horrific. Oh no,
it's still gross when I do it.
Freaking Hannibal Lecter. Oh.
Well, I haven't done a bong hit ever in my life.
Oh yeah, no, me neither.
I smoked off a pipe in the night, a little small pipe that you put together, screwed together.
Right.
And then we made one in not home ec. We made one in shop.
I saw a Cheech and Chong movie once and really never did any of that stuff when I was at the radio college in Fort Lauderdale.
Nice. And I smoked weed in 75 and 74 and 75, and that was it. I've smoked marijuana since 1970.
I was going to say, I didn't know they had weed in 1875, did they? It was right after the Civil War, and weed was
It actually grew right on the ground, actually. We didn't have to go anywhere.
and it was called hemp, and people made clothes out of it.
So tell me, do you still hate vegetables like you used to? There was one time where I think you had... I don't even know if you had one vegetable you would eat.
Why does everybody always ask me this?
You defy nature because you should not be as healthy, honestly, as you are and have such clean skin on what you don't eat that we're supposed to eat.
It's not even fair. No, I don't eat vegetables, never have my whole life. I didn't have a salad until I was about 20 or 21 years old. I was living in South Georgia at my first radio job, and there was this great little diner that had fried chicken. And they just brought you a salad with the fried chicken. And I would never eat the salad. And after a couple times of that, the waitress looks at me and she says, "How come you never eat your salad?" And the person I was with says, "Nope, you're not going to say." And I said, "I don't like salad. I don't like vegetables." "You don't what?" I am not bringing you your chicken until you eat some of this salad." Oh my God damn it.
It's like your aunt showed up.
Right. So I said, "All right, well, what's the best tasting dressing you have?" And she said, "Well, I like ranch." And I said, "Fine, give me a salad with some ranch.
A good choice.
Put some cheese on there, and I have eaten croutons. Put some cheese and croutons on top of the ranch, and we'll see if I can eat a salad." So she brings it out smothered in ranch with some cheese and croutons, and I ate that. I'm like, this isn't too bad. And she's just like, "Are you serious? You're not messing with me?" I'm like, "No, I'll never forget it." I don't know what her name was. Let's call her Flo.
Okay.
But Flo was just amazed that she was present for the first time that this seemingly adult person had ever eaten any kind of a vegetable.
No, I'm always amazed because you would not. You're even down to the point where you will not even eat salad.
I'm not down. No. I still eat plenty of salads. I like salads.
Oh, you eat salad?
Oh,
now.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
So-
I've eaten salad since that day when she wouldn't give me my fried chicken when I was 20. But I like unhealthy salads. I like the 1905 salad from the Columbia restaurant here in Sarasota that is just smothered in like ham and cheese and this dressing, and it's
okay.
my God, it's so good. And
Did you ever try a wedge salad?
yeah, of course, I like a nice
Wedge salad
Dude,
would be right up your alley.
There is a restaurant here in Sarasota called Connor's, and it's kind of a fancy steak place, and they have a lovely wedge salad where they bring you out a big wedge of very unhealthy iceberg,
quarter head.
and it's dripping in blue cheese
Yes.
and like real candied bacon on top of it.
Yes.
Oh my God. And it's got this like dark brown.
That isn't a healthy salad, but it is good.
It's got like this dark brown sauce. I don't even know what it is. It's on top of the dressing. It's phenomenal. It's so good. Sometimes you're going to find this hard to believe. I have gone there and only gotten a wedge salad and a couple of drinks. I'll go sit at the bar and say, "Give me a wedge salad and give me one of those Cosmos I like." And I'm serious. I will drink 2 Cosmos and eat a wedge salad.
And have a wedge salad.
And I'm out. Yes. Not even a steak.
Well, there's I saw this thing came because 4th of July coming. They've got all these different surveys out, and they had vegetables America hates the most.
All
And,
of them. All of them over here. All of them.
that were actually crowned the best. So guess what number 1 is? And this makes sense for this time of year.
What, the most hated or the most loved?
No, the most loved. And this makes sense this time of year because it goes with the barbecue.
Apples.
Perfect.
No, that's a fruit. See, I'm so confused. I don't know fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
Although I did used to work in the produce department at Albertsons. The most loved would be iceberg, romaine lettuce.
No, actually, corn.
Corn. Oh, yeah.
Corn on the cob. Yeah, that's a big thing. I can't eat corn anymore because
like
of my
corn.
diverticulitis.
I like
but
corn.
I love
Smothered
corn.
up in some butter with some garlic butter. Oh my God. Some peppers.
Okay,
salt.
the second one, potatoes. That makes sense.
I mean, who doesn't love potatoes?
And carrots and tomatoes are tied for third.
I will eat carrots at the Japanese restaurant if it's smothered in that yum yum sauce.
But tomatoes, aren't tomatoes considered a fruit?
Yes, they are because they have seeds.
Yes.
So your list is null and void, my friend.
Yes. So carrots is third, and tomatoes are not in there. Okay. Now, least favorite. This hits the nail. It made me, when I read this, it made me feel good because these are the ones that I will not have anything at all to do.
All right.
with,
So
ever.
it could be beets or it could be leeks. Which is it?
Beets actually is number 1.
All right. So let's see. What else?
Beets.
Cauliflower. People hate cauliflower.
No, it's not in there. I love cauliflower. I'll eat that
Brussels
one.
sprouts.
Yes. Oh.
All right. And broccoli's got to be on this shit list.
By the way, when when I was a kid, I came from a household that you had to eat everything on your plate. I would cut those in small pieces and swallow it whole.
Wow. That's how...
I would not chew it.
And to any mothers who are listening right now who still have that philosophy in this day and age, all you're doing is you're building a fat kid. That's all you're doing.
What you did is you trained your kid to never, ever eat them. I can never eat those things.
I don't blame you.
Radishes are in there.
Gross.
Yes. You know what? These are all. You know what they have in common. These have the same thing in common.
They all suck.
They all taste like. They all taste like you never washed their dirt off. You just can't get they come from out of the. They got dirt inside.
And you wonder why I don't like vegetables. I don't want to eat dirt.
Yeah, and I eaten dirt before when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When you have mud pies.
Yeah, me too. I didn't like it.
You get a mouthful of it.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it when I was riding my dirt bike either.
Wrapping up the most hateful, artichoke.
Artichokes are.
Yeah, that's another one.
No, those things will hurt you too. They got little pricks on them. What's the difference between, say, somebody like me, a BMW driver, and an artichoke?
I don't know.
With the BMW, the pricks are on the inside. There you go. Thank you very much.
We're gonna take a quick break on that one.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right, we'll wrap things up on a fun note here. These are this is a list of the oldest musicians still touring.
I already know the answer to this one. This is easy.
Still recording.
So easy.
And still alive and kicking.
I don't even got to look. I already know. Would you like me to tell you?
What do you want to do? The oldest?
I want to do the oldest, who is...
Okay.
It's 1,000% Willie Nelson.
Yes, at 90 years old, but he's tied with somebody.
Is there somebody who's as old as Willie Nelson?
Yes, and still touring.
Who?
It's somebody pretty famous, too, but I never really liked his music, but they're very famous. John is his first name.
John.
Last name begins with an M.
John Mayer is not that old.
No, but it's close. John
Mayall.
First half of the...
Mayall.
Yes.
John Mayall
90 years old.
The blues. I thought he was died in the 80s or something.
Yeah, apparently no.
John Mayall and the Blues Breakers. He's played with Eric Clapton and everybody. He played with everybody back in the day.
Been around for
I
forever.
did not know he was still alive, huh?
No.
Wow.
Here's some people I haven't seen those two, but the next ones in line I have seen. Frankie Valli, but what I understand now, Frankie Valli is only moving his mouth and it's recorded. And I was disappointed because I thought that he was still able to hit those notes okay.
Did you recently see Frankie Valli?
Yes, I saw him last year.
And you were amazed at how great he was for the age he is.
Yes.
And now you know why.
Yes.
And now you want your money.
Sad.
Now you want your money back.
No, I don't want it back. It was still fun to watch. I mean, those songs are classics, But I saw this guy, and he's still great, and he's still a great trumpet player too.
Who? Dizzy Gillespie?
Saw him this year. No.
Who?
Guess again.
The guy from
Herb.
Oh, Herb Alford with his Tijuana Brass.
Yeah, 88.
Huh.
Actually, when he came here, he played in New Orleans. We went, and his birthday was like the next day. He was going to be 88
Yeah.
when he came.
Do you remember A&M Records? Remember he was on A&M Records back in the day?
Yes.
Do you know what?
He talks a lot about it.
Yeah, because the A stands for Albert. It's his freaking record label. It was him and his friend. I watched a whole YouTube video about A&M Records where our friend...
He tells all those stories.
Where our friend Gino worked for many years.
Yes.
And just such great stories about A&M Records and how the two of them never had a written contract and they split everything 50-50. They never got into a fight about it. They never had, disagreements. I'm going to sue you. That never happened.
And they found so many great bands. I mean, he found a lot of. He's
Oh, my God.
Possibly. Well, he is definitely. He went on tour with them, and he signed them to a label. Was the Brazil '66?
Yeah, I don't know that.
The lady from Ipanema.
Oh, the girl from me, but she's not. Oh, yeah.
Girl from,
I guess
yeah,
she
that
is
one,
a lady
yeah.
now. She
is a lady now. Yeah, the girl that sang that song,
Yeah.
Ingrid, whatever her name
Yeah.
is, Estrada or
Yeah.
something like that. He's actually married to her, and she was on stage with him.
Right, and she just died recently, didn't she?
No, she was.
I thought.
Well, I don't know.
I saw
Unless it was
something
less
about
than a
her.
year ago.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. I went down a whole A&M rabbit hole recently, and there was a lot of info in there.
Here's some good ones. Buddy Guy is 87.
Still, Buddy Guy's around.
Yes.
No kidding.
Okay, Ringo Starr's around.
Of course.
Cliff Richard's still around at 83.
I believe
He's
it.
still making music.
He sold his soul to the devil because he's in love with a devil woman with evil on
Yes.
her mind.
Yep. Tom Jones,
Tom
83.
Jones. All right.
I seen this one too. Dionne Warwick is 83. I seen her.
Wow.
I saw Smokey too. Smokey Robinson's 83.
Haven't seen any of these.
Bob Dylan, did not see him. He's 82.
I actually saw Bob Dylan, and it was in a smaller place in Pennsylvania. And he was trying to get in the back door, and they were telling him to get. I said, "Get out of here, you bum!" I heard somebody say. They literally thought he was some homeless guy trying to just sneak in the back of the club, and it was him. He's like, "Bob Dylan."
Here's somebody for you. Paul Simon's 82.
I believe that.
Brian Wilson's passed though.
Yeah,
now.
last
81.
week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. McCartney, 81.
Mm-hmm.
Waters, 80.
Roger Waters
Did you know
is
that?
80.
80.
Well,
yeah.
only the good die young, so that guy's going to live to be a very old man.
And here's the funny thing about it. Keith Richards is the same age, 80.
Yeah. So, but difference is Keith Richards gets his blood changed out with a 13-year-old virgins every Tuesday.
Yeah, he's kind of petrified, I think.
I think so. Pickled.
Steve Miller's 80. Did you know that?
I did not. Huh. What else?
George Benson.
Yeah.
Mick Jagger, 80. I saw this lady too, Diana Ross, 79. I saw her 2 years ago.
You've
3
seen
years ago.
all the gay disco queens, haven't you?
Yes. I'm kind of gay on my music.
You might be. You might want to have yourself checked.
Peter Cetera, 79, the one that ruined the... I always say he's the one that ruined Chicago, but no. It was the death of the other two that killed Chicago.
I've never been a big Chicago fan, so I can't.
Chicago is great. The first 4 albums, they were phenomenal. That guy was so... He could hear music in his ear that didn't even exist.
Yeah, I guess I do like a couple of those old Chicago songs, but the new poppier stuff, I never liked any of that.
That was Peter Cetera singing all that stuff.
I like that.
Roger Daltrey, 79. He's retiring now, I think. I think he's deaf.
We saw The Who probably, it was right before the pandemic. The Who started their tour here in Tampa, so we went. It was me and my ex and my daughter all went to see The Who. And I think it was either it was the first night of the tour. And then like the second or third, I think they went to New Orleans and then to Houston. And I think when they were in Houston or Dallas, it was very at the beginning of the tour. They realized that Roger was deaf and he couldn't sing. And when we saw them, we were like, oh, this isn't the best Who show I've ever seen, because I've seen The Who probably a half a dozen times.
Well, weren't they the first ones that ever said, we're retiring, this is our last show?
Oh,
and then they kept doing it over and over and over again?
1982 was their first farewell tour. When I was in in the 8th grade, it was their first tour. Farewell tour.
Neil Young is 78.
Well, okay. Yeah, but he's...
Fogerty's 78.
Never was there a crotchetier old man in music than Neil Young.
Yes. David Harry. Debbie Harry.
Yeah,
78.
She's not one of me.
Ian Gillian, 78.
I don't know who that is.
Deep Purple.
Oh, right.
Clapton, 78.
Yeah.
I saw Clapton.
Yeah, I've seen Clapton several times, and if you can go see Clapton before he dies, go.
Yes.
Can still play.
Yes. Saw him during the pandemic, towards the end of it in 2020.
It's great.
Had to wear a mask the whole time, supposedly.
Oh, so he wouldn't recognize you.
Dolly Parton. Roger Krieger, both 78.
Oh,
Pete Townsend, 78.
I love Dolly Parton so much.
Here's somebody I haven't seen that's on the gay list. 78-year-old Bette Midler.
She is. She's the queen of the gays.
Yeah.
Not even gay.
Robert Fripp is 78.
Tell everybody who that is.
King Crimson.
Oh, right. That's your music.
Guitar player.
Right.
Iggy Pop, 77.
Him I know.
Cher, 77. I've not seen this guy either. I would like to see him, but he's such an idiot, but he's such a good player. Joe Walsh, he's 76.
Oh, my God. We should get Fast Eddie on this show sometime from the Ron and Ron Show, because he has a Joe Walsh story about where he went to pick him up at the Tampa airport right in the middle of the Ron and Ron Show. And there was traffic on the bridge, so he abandoned the 95 YNF Jeep and went looking for Joe Walsh's limo and all this stopped traffic and found him. And then... gets him in the Jeep and takes him down to the radio station, and Joe is just batshit crazy. I mean, because he took the red eye from LA, I guess, and he was all either still drunk or high or something. but he said Eddie tells a great Joe Walsh story.
All right, these guys are all 76. Steve Howe.
Oh, from Yes. Yeah.
Sammy Hagar. Seen Yes too. They were.
Oh, I've seen.
Although I want to go see the new band, the Band Geeks.
Yeah.
With what's his name's the lead singer, the lead singer from Yes,
Chris
the
Howe.
former lead singer. No, the lead singer.
What was his name? God, I just had it. I just had it. All right. Funny story. Yes was my first concert. That's one of my security questions. I should not be divulging.
Yes.
The Moody Blues opened up for Yes, and I saw them during the 90215 tour. I think it was 1984. They.
Yeah.
The Moody Blues were great, believe it or not. That's how old I am. I seen the Moody Blues.
What's his name lived? No, he didn't. No, that was a different bass player. Never mind. It was a bad story.
Chris Squire.
Chris Squire lived in Phoenix or something.
Okay.
I was thinking about Cliff Williams from AC/DC.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Fort Myers.
Right.
Fort Myers Res. Okay, Brian May from Queen at 76. Don Henley, 76. Although seen both of... No, I did not see Brian May, but I did see Don Henley. Sammy Hagar, 76. Did see him.
You didn't see
Carlos Santana.
You didn't see Van Halen, Sammy Hagar?
No, but I've seen Sammy Hagar solo. I've seen him in the Red Rockers.
I've seen Van Halen, Sammy Hagar.
1, 2, 3 lock box.
I've seen Van Hagar. I am not sure how many times. Pretty much every chance I could get, I would go see.
I saw solo Sammy. Here's was the lineup: opening Bryan Adams. That was doing the Cuts Like a Knife and all that stuff, right? And then next band was Sammy Hagar and the Red Rockers. The next band was Aerosmith.
Oof. Or as we called him in Georgia, Earl Smith.
Yeah.
Somebody
and
would
then
call.
Guess who was headlining?
I don't know.
It was the Frontiers tour.
What? Who?
Journey.
Oh, God, I hate Journey so much.
What you remember the old little baseball stadium they had in Miami, the Miami baseball stadium where the Orioles or where it was the farm league used to play?
Spring training place.
Yeah, that's where I saw it. Okay, Santana 76, never seen him.
Yeah, I mean, never, he's too many notes. Never much cared for Santana.
Elton John is 76, never seen him.
Oh, I've seen Elton John and Billy Joel doing the back-to-back piano thing. You missed out. You missed a treat.
This is the one I really missed seeing, and they started touring again. Then one of them got sick, and then he died. But Donald Fagen, 76.
I saw Steely Dan.
I would love to have seen him.
Oh, yeah. Saw both of them.
I did meet their bass player, though, the original bass player. Jeff Baxter.
Yeah.
Jeff Skunk Baxter.
The skunk.
Yeah.
Why'd they call him
Weird thing
that?
about him. He is...
Weird thing about him. Black and white hair.
He is like a Mensa. He's a genius.
Yeah.
And he works for the Pentagon in making bombs and stuff.
And
that's what he does for a living.
When he's not playing bass in Steely Dan.
But he plays bass. But he's got his own band. I just saw him play in February. And I had dinner table next to him on the cruise that I went on.
Hey, Brian May, actual rocket scientist.
Really?
Yeah, go look up how smart Brian May is.
That makes sense then with the way he plays, because same with the guy from Boston was the same. Tom Schultz, brilliant people. It's not. It's a lot of science.
Well,
and some of their
Tom
guitar
Schultz
playing.
went to MIT, didn't he?
Yeah. Ian Anderson, 76.
Oh, I love Jethro. I went down a Jethro Hotel rabbit hole over the weekend. Still one of my top 5 favorite bands.
One of my favorite albums was Aqualung.
Oh my God, yes. There's some very anti-God songs on there, though. You might not like it so much.
Oh,
now.
I know. I've seen some of the words.
Oh yeah.
Leo Sayer wrapping it up.
Whew, how old's Leo?
76.
I mean, that's not that old. That's about as old as you, right?
No, it's 10 years.
Yeah.
Almost 9 years. No, 10 years. Yeah.
So you're 10 years.
No, 11 years.
So you're 11 years older than him.
No, younger.
Younger. That's what I meant.
That would make me 87, man.
I mean,
so I look good for 87.
You do
I'll
look
take
good for 87. Yes.
All right, now that you've got a chance to insult me because I made you all nervous, made you break open a bong, which you hadn't done in a couple of phone calls.
Thanks a lot. Now I got to go to a meeting.
Tuesday, if you want, I'll save you a seat.
I'm busy Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, actually, we're recording this on the day before the 4th. Tomorrow is the biggest drinking day of the year.
Bigger than New Year's Eve?
Yes.
No kidding.
So it's like, I had to tell all my guys, because I in the chemical dependency room, that make sure you're prayed up, make sure you have your sponsor's phone number programmed in your phone.
Yeah.
And whoever your person is that keeps you level-headed and you're afraid of,
speed dial.
Make sure they hang with you, or be really where you can get a hold of them. Because I said, you're going to think to yourself, one beer is not going to make a difference. And I'm so
the opposite of that. Normally, the 4th of July ritual around here is we go over to a guy's house whose name I won't say, and everybody who has guns shows up early around 2-3 o'clock, and then we shoot out back at the range for a little while, and maybe drink a beer while we're back there, but not nothing. Everything's safe. We're all very safety conscious back there. One shooter at a time. We're not going crazy, and everybody's very experienced with firearms. And then we start drinking and cooking and drinking, and then we set a big bonfire. Unless it's raining, then we set a bonfire with gasoline. It is always a very good time at that party, and
well, be safe.
Back when my daughter was young, I would take her with me because she was friends with my friends' kids. And it was great because Dana was my designated driver. I was not a very good example as a parent a couple of times out there, but I told her, I said, "Hey, I need you to come be my DD because it's the 4th of July and I might have 3 beers, and I don't want to drive on 3 beers." And that's really all I do. I literally just drink 3 or 4 beers, but that's way too many to be driving.
Honestly, even if you're not a drunk or an alcoholic like I am or whatever, that don't know how to pace yourself properly or drink for the wrong reasons or drink too much or whatever your deal is, all it takes is like two or three beers, and you're driving, and that's enough to get you the pop you on a DUI. Dude, and it's super, super expensive.
Dana and I are going. It's $10,000 now. Dana and I are going out to get some pizza at our favorite pizza truck tonight, which is at a brewery, I guess is the word. And I have this amazing best pizza I've ever had in my life, and it's in Florida. First time in my life I found good pizza in Florida, and it's ironically some of the best pizza I've ever had in my life. And we're gonna go there tonight, and as long as it's not pouring down rain from the tropical storm that's trying to develop in the Gulf. But the pizza is so good, but you got to have a beer with the pizza. So we go inside and get one of the craft beers, and I really want to drink another craft beer, but I'm not going to. So I just drink one. I let Dana drink two, and dude, nothing better than beer and pizza. I don't want to tell you that you're missing out, because you're not. You're missing out on nothing.
No, I have water and pizza.
Water and pizza is great. I love water. I'm drinking water.
Or sometimes when I'm feeling like I'm going to get on the edge, I'll treat myself to a Coke Zero.
Let me tell you something. I have found something that you might like that might be a gateway drug, but I'm going to tell you to try it anyway. Celsius now makes a cherry cola flavor, and Celsius is an energy drink. A lot of caffeine, but no sugar in there. Just a lot of caffeine.
I get that, but I don't like the speed anymore.
Man, I need to drink a Celsius sometimes at like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, because if I don't, it's going to be nap time around 5 o'clock. Right as I'm getting off of work, I'm like, I could just lay down for 20 minutes, and I wake up. Why is it dark? What happened? And then I could never go to bed. So Celsius has saved me more than it's hurt me. That's the way that's the way I justify drinking a Celsius every now and then. All right, I got to go. All right. I will tell you happy 4th of July, even though it's already happened for those listening to this.
Yes.
And
same to you.
Let's hope that everybody listening didn't blow any appendages off.
Yes.
All right, my friend.
We'll see you next week.
You got it.
Erica and Mark, the phone call.